Hi guys! So before the Kylie Jenner craze is gone, I figured I might as well do a tutorial on my interpretation of her popular, 90s kind of natural yet gorgeous style. So this is the look that I ended up going with. There were a few different photos that I ended up kind of taking it from. She's somewhat natural looking, just enhancing everything that she's got going on in her face. And obviously extended the lips just a little bit, and I mixed up a few different lip liners and colors in order to get this lip look. But I felt like it's kind of hard to match. I know that I've heard that she uses maybe Whirl lip liner from MAC, but I didn't really want to do that just in case. And I feel like this looks pretty close, a good mixture of I've seen some that are more of like a brownish lip color, and then I've seen some more that were like kind of a rosy color more so. So I feel like this is a good in-between look. And then obviously you can do it or tweak a little things in a way that you think makes more sense or whatever, but that's how this turned out. If you want to keep watching to see how I did my Kylie Jenner inspired look, well then keep watching, you guys. And thanks so much. Please subscribe.
Alright, let's get this going. I'm going to start out with my eyeshadow Insurance from Too Faced. This is the anti-crease eyeshadow primer, so it'll be nice to keep that matte colors I'm going to be applying on my eyes. I'm going to go ahead and use my fingers and just apply that all up on that eye area. Next, with a large blending brush, I'm going to go ahead and use Omega Eyeshadow from MAC. This is just a nice light cool brown color. And I'm applying that all over the crease and all over the lid. Pretty much most all of the eye area. Next, I am taking a flat shader brush and applying Cork Eyeshadow from MAC all over the lid. And I want to keep that just on the lid, and to kind of accentuate that, you can bend that brush all around the crease area so that it really stops right there and doesn't go up over the crease whatsoever. And just go ahead and apply that to the desired darkness that you're wanting it to be. And really concentrate it more so on the outer area, but I mean all over the lid is fine, just so that it has some color there. And then always go back in and blend, blend, blend. Make sure those colors blend nicely in together. Next, with a tiny shader brush, I am going to apply a little bit of Shroom in the inner corner of the eye, just for a slight pop, so it's not so matte and dull. So again, we're accentuating that natural look and shading of the eye, but still having, obviously, a little bit of extra darkness. And I don't want it to be too dark, so I am going to apply a little bit of Vanilla Eyeshadow just to the inner part of the eyelid, just to kind of lighten it up a little bit. I feel like it's not necessary to have the entire lid that dark. My bad. But you can leave it if you prefer it the other way. And then of course blend. Now I'm going to go ahead and take my new Real Techniques Perfecting Face brush, I believe, along with my MakeupForever HD Foundation. These are both new to me. I feel like the brush, since it's so dense and so soft, it'll really add to that perfect, flawless looking complexion. And I also feel like the MakeupForever HD Foundation is super buildable. Like, it's actually really light coverage, but you can build onto that to make it just as full coverage as you're really needing it. So I'm gonna just go ahead and buff that into my skin real nicely. And so far I do think I like this brush. I mean, obviously it's super soft and blends really nicely, but it is really small, so kind of isn't the quickest way to apply, but whatever. I'm giving it a chance. And now to cover any last bit of imperfections, I'm going to take the Pro Conceal and Correct palette from MAC in Light, and I'm using that yellow shade to touch up any redness or gross blobs I have on my face right now. I don't know what's been going on. This is rare, you guys, and I don't like it. And then I'm going to take the color that most resembles my skin right now, which is the NC15 shade. And I'm going to put that all up around the yellow that I just applied so that it blends better. Then with my Pro Longwear concealer and my new Beauty Blender, I'm going to apply, and I already wet the Beauty Blender, by the way, so it looks pretty large. That's what it looks like when it's expanded and wet. Anyway, I'm going to dot that all up around the triangle under my eyes. And using the Beauty Blender, I feel that it's perfect for applying under the eyes, just so that it doesn't budge anything that we just applied of the foundation or concealer. You're literally just dabbing it all on top of that. So just dab, dab, dab. Next, with MAC's Prep and Prime highlighter pen, I believe. This is in Light Boost. I'm going to apply everywhere that I would normally want to highlight. I'm going to apply it on the cheekbones, the lips so they appear larger, the forehead, nose, everywhere basically that the light would hit from above you. And then I'm going to use that same Real Techniques Perfect Skin whatever brush that we used earlier with our foundation and just dot that all in. Don't try to rub it in or buff it in or anything, really just dot it. So that way it just sinks into the skin where you're literally dotting it in. And then with the Real Techniques setting powder brush, I'm going to apply MAC's Pro Sculpting powder in Emphasize. And I'm applying it everywhere that I just applied the concealer, basically. That way it really holds it in place and it doesn't go anywhere throughout the day. Then, with MAC's Mineralize Skinfinish Natural and a large powder brush, this is in Light, I'm going to apply that everywhere else on the face. And this will help give it that natural, matte, perfect skin look. Just like Kylie. And then, oh my gosh, look at those eyebrows. Terrible. Alright, magic, yay! I already filmed an eyebrow tutorial, so I didn't feel it was necessary to put it in there. So if you want to see, I will link it below. And then my face is way too pale right now, so I am going to warm it up using MAC's blush in the color Blunt. I used to use this mainly as my contour color actually, but now I mainly just use it as kind of a bronzer to warm up the face. So with a large fan brush, I'm basically brushing it all around where I would normally contour, but you don't need to make it too specific because really I'm just darkening up the face a bit, giving me some color. So I'll still apply it everywhere I would normally contour. So up along the hairline, on the forehead, down along the jawbone, all that fun stuff. Then using the Pro Sculpting color in Shadowy, I'm taking a flat blending brush and slightly contouring the nose. This is completely unnecessary, but I thought for fun, whatever. Really try not to be heavy-handed with this. You can buff it all out on your arm ahead of time so that it's not just all gonna be going on your face, because this stuff is pretty pigmented. And then you're just gonna blend that out. And then taking that setting powder brush, I'm going to use Emphasize again, just down the middle of my nose so that that doesn't look too dark also. And if you really want, you can kind of contour a little bit extra, but it's really no big deal. I guess I was just trying to have fun with it. And then if you feel like you want to blend it out more, or you went too dark, you can take that large fan brush and blend everything in a little bit more. Or even take the large powder brush and lighten that up or blend it out, whatever you need. Now with a small fan brush, I'm going to use MAC's Mineralize Skinfinish in Soft and Gentle. I'm highlighting just the cheekbones and above my lips, really, because those are where I really want to stand out the most for this look. And then taking MAC's eyeshadow in Shroom again, I'm going to highlight under the brow bone. Now I'm going to take a pencil brush and take that Cork eyeshadow that I used above earlier and place that all over under the lower lash line. And since I don't feel like it's too necessary to darken up the eyes that much, I am just using this instead of a liner down below. And then with the MakeupForever Aqua Black Waterproof Cream eyeshadow, I'm using that as my liner. Just a little bit though on the top, because again, I don't want it darkened too much. So I'm not going to extend it, and I'm not going to make it too thick. And then on the inner portion of the lash line, I'm really just dabbing it in. I'm barely even making a line in that inner area. And then you can take that pencil brush and blend a little bit more if you want. And then as always, you can go back in and blend whatever else you need. And then I'm going to go in with my usual Loreal Voluminous Black Mascara and apply to the lower and upper lashes. Now for the fun part! For my Kylie Jenner lip concoction, I have combined 3 different lip liners for this. For the first one, I am using NYX Nude Beige. This is a good natural beigey color. I'm applying that all over the lips and a little bit outside of the natural lip line. If you so choose, you can extend it just like she does to make your lips pop out and look a little extra plump. And then also, I'm going to use MAC's Naked Liner, but only in the center of the lips. This will also kind of help it pop out a little bit more. Then for the final color, I am using NYX Peekaboo Neutral. So this is a slightly more mauve rosy type of color, and I'm applying this all over what I just applied. I feel like the combination of this mauve-y color along with the beigey brown, it's just perfect. It screams that 90s Kylie look, you know? And ta-da! Here's the final look. along with my fake lashes I applied. These are the wispies. So thanks so much for watching, you guys. I really hope you learned something new or fun, or that you want to take on and do yourself. And as usual, if you like my videos and want to see more, feel free to comment, like, and subscribe. See ya!